Hey, everybody, welcome back. It's so great to have all of you tune us in, turn us on. This is the Art of Powerful Joy for the Love of Joy, brought to you by Robert Mack Schoenfeld. The Art of Powerful Living Radio is what this is. Not only that, there's an entire body of work that Robert has created around this. He is a teacher, he is an author, he's an artist, he is a mentor, coaches people. Imagine working with someone that has both art and intuition and has the human potential skills we all want, because this is the world of possibilities. Today, we're talking about what do we need to do to create more joy. Today's show is the Art of Powerful Joy. We're going to be doing the Art of Powerful Wealth, the Art of Powerful Health, the Art of Powerful Love. It's all here in the series. Right now, we're talking, Robert, we said we were going to talk about, well, wait a minute. What about how do I raise my confidence level? How do I become more empowered? So now we're talking about the self-empowering nature of joy, because we don't talk about that a lot. We don't talk about joy and empowerment together. We have a whole lot of other things we talk about, but joy and empowerment, not so much. And you've discovered that, wait a minute, joy is a catalyst for self-empowerment, isn't it?
Very much so. Very much so. And Dr. Pat, let's have some fun here.
Okay.
Because joy can be fun, right?
Joy is fun.
Joy is fun. So what if, after we get off this call, everybody listening here could become a romance writer? You could be an author of your own life. So what I'd love for you to do is grab your journal as soon as this call is through, or just even write on your computer, your whole life from this moment on. What would you like to see in your life? What new adventures would you like to have? What new relationships or closer relationships would you like to have? Would you like to go to Italy? Would you like to take that dance class? Would you like to, start gardening? Whatever your heart's desires are, write this down and compose this as your life story and make it fun. And then the secret is, once you've composed this, go and make it happen. You can have like a 6-month program, a 1-year program, and then just go have some fun, living your beautiful life. And this is one of the techniques. Another technique is putting yourself first. A lot of us, our self-talk is very negative. Oh, I messed up here. What if from this moment on, all of your self-talk was as if you were talking to your best friend, or even to a 3-year-old baby? You just, from now on, it's sweetness, it's happiness, and make that commitment. It'll change your life. So by putting yourself forward first, it's just a magical thing to do. We all think, oh, it's so nice to serve others and help others. And that's true. It's very true. But believe me, when your cup is full, you can serve others better. When your cup is full of love, you can love more. When your cup is full of wisdom, you can give better advice. When your cup is full of comfort, you can give more comfort. So the idea is, whatever it needs, maybe for the next day, next week, next month, look for ways to put yourself first. Another idea is standing in your power. And of course, standing in your power is just being able to say yes whenever you can say yes, but stepping back and saying no when your boundaries are being broken. But let me give you a technique, Dr. Pat, that's fabulous.
Sure. Yeah.
It's called living words. And all words, again, have vibration. The word of courage, confidence, certainty, they all have a vibration to them. So what if we could wear these words during our day? So before you go into a meeting, create a little triangle on your body. So you have courage here, confidence here, certainty here, love here. And you carry that into the meeting so that when you speak, you're speaking with courage, you're speaking with confidence, you're speaking with love. And watch your life change. It's one of the most fantastic techniques that you can use. And of course, the last one is just to thrive and just to really make your life a fun adventure and to celebrate life. And if you put those 4 things together, your set point will rise, and your joy and your confidence and your power will increase.
Yeah. You know what I love? We do so many things, Robert, I think, in our lives that we don't want to do. And, sometimes we can live a life where we think we have no choice. And I'm really struck by somebody I studied early on in when I was younger, and I don't know how I was connected with his work, and his name is Viktor Frankl.
Sure.
And I think it was my uncle, by the way, that said, read this book, right? And I started to read the book, and when I was younger, I knew there was something powerful in what I was reading, but it took me time to really absorb what he was saying. It took me time to absorb the idea, as you say in your book, the idea that we can create joy regardless of what's going on in our day. I had a choice over the weekend, right, about was I going to create joy, or was I going to get, completely absorbed in what was not working, what was not going fast that I want. I mean, all of those things we tell ourselves, but we can take ourselves out of those days. Now, I know what you do. I know you paint and you do other things, right? You paint, you dance. Me, I take a little white ball and I do my best to hit that ball 100 miles an hour. And I got to tell you, I had just been working on this show. Listen to what happened to me. This is a testimonial about this particular show. I go to play with some really good people, and there's one gentleman that I've always wanted to play with, but he always plays with the guy that runs the place. Of course, I'm not, like, why would I be worthy to ask him to play? I walked in there the other day. The man was sitting there. He wasn't playing with anybody. I think it was on his phone. And I walked up to him and I said, "Hey, do you want to hit a few balls?" And my gosh, you know, I knew I was getting better, but I played with this man at the level that I haven't played since 1974. Benny can Google me. And why was that, though? What was it about that action, Robert, that allowed me? But what was it about immersing myself in the work, your work, the book, the show, that became a catalyst to move beyond my fear?
Exactly. So that's a perfect story, Dr. Pat. So a lot of us, it's a circle. We get into this circle of the fear, the anger, the worry, whether it be financial or whatever it is. You broke the circle. And that's what it's
I
all about.
did.
You did. And that's what
I
it's all about.
did.
You see, I was out dancing till, I don't want
Oh,
to say time last night, but I had a blast. I had a smile on my face for 2 hours, Dr. Pat. And that's listen, the more you can smile, the better you're going to be. And listen, you want to have the easiest way to bring more happiness and joy into your life? Would you like to have that answer?
yeah, come on. I'm ready. Come on, let's bring it on.
Smile.
Yeah,
There's so
yeah,
much research out there right now that
yeah,
when you smile, it creates oxytocins in your body, endorphins in your body. All the happy juices get stimulated just by smiling. So even if you're having a bad day, and you're having an argument, smile. It'll change your body chemistry. You know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
there are all kinds of techniques that one can do like that. That
But
just
what's interesting about that is how many people listening to the show right now want to do something, but cannot figure out how to get to the next step of thinking about it differently so that they could take action upon it. Because you know what? I went there. There was a table wide open. It was let's call it the high rollers table that I rarely play at. Nobody on the table. He was sitting there, and I just said, "Hey, Caesar, you want to play?" And we played so long that I had not played like that in 30, 40, 50, I don't even know how many years. And I was the one that had to stop. But that particular experience was because I remembered, Robert, how joyful playing is. You see? See, if I'm reading and immersed in joy and what you're doing, and I'm reminded that I'm going to do something joyful, why would I deny myself that joy?
exactly. And you know what? What if, Dr. Pat? What if really the purpose of life is to be joyful? So
Oh,
let's
yeah.
let's take a look, of a parent. every parent wants their children to be healthy, happy, and prosperous, right? And to have
Yeah.
joy in their life. So God created us. And don't you think that God wants us to be happy?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
and this is one of the things, that you're at a very high level of the set point when you wake up every morning going, thank God I'm alive. And as you go through your day, you just feel that resonate in you, thank God I'm alive. And when you lay down on your pillow, thank God for today. And I don't mean to say that in a religious sense. I mean to say that in a feeling sense, where you just feel that in your essence. Every cell, every part of you is lifted up with that joy of life, and you're just thankful. And that's the second best way to get into joy, gratitude.
Yeah. I love what you just said. I have a friend who wrote a book, and her book was something like The Only Little Prayer You Need. And when I got the book, I thought, this can't be true. This is me now, right? I'm a girl from New York, so I'm going to go. There'll be times when I go to this can't be true. But what I found is exactly what you just said. But I didn't make the connection between that and joy, because you're right. And let's just be clear. What do you believe in? It could be God, it could be universe, it could be Robert's piece. Whatever that is that you think is that source, like that life source, that's what you do. You wake up and thank it.
Exactly. And let me give you another taste of
Yeah.
wisdom. Um, it was Einstein that said, if there's a problem in your life and you want to change it, do not try and change it. Create something better and make the old obsolete.
Oh, oh, this is my favorite topic. It is the art of powerful possibilities.
Exactly.
That's what we're talking about now.
It's
Because you know what? You and I, we didn't share this story. Maybe we'll have to just do a talk story show. We didn't share our story about how we're even here now. We didn't talk about what you said yes to, what I said yes to, that isn't about probability, but about possibility and expansiveness. So let me ask you this question. I want to talk about expanding joy.
ah,
That's your thing too.
it is. And so, Dr. Pat, I'm very much into not only us individually having joy, but the 7.5 billion people
Yeah.
on this planet experiencing joy. So what I created about a year ago is a program called Global Moment of Joy. And what the idea is, every day at noon, to bring 1 billion people together in a moment of joy and gratitude at 12 o'clock in their time zone. That's the goal. Just think how this world would be changed if we could bring 1 billion or even 2 billion, 4 billion, 6 billion, 7.5 billion together in their time zone every day in a moment of global joy and gratitude. This world would be, we couldn't even imagine how expansive and how joyful this world could be. So that's where I'm going. And I'd love for everybody that's listening to be a part of that.
We were talking about you where your ears ringing a little bit, because we have two crowdfunding initiatives, which are really the backbone for new projects for us. Over the weekend, we got a new version of our technology. And Robert, we're so close, right? But one of the things we discovered is when we talk to you, when we talk to Colette, when we talk to, all of the hosts want to do what they're calling now chat swap, where they want to invite you to their show. It's like a super energy, like what you're talking about. But the other thing is, Megan and Jessica and I, we said we need to create something, not just to do a radio show, but to create a movement. And we thought, what if we had this way for you, Robert, to put your global moment of joy in a technology that automatically had a pay it forward momentum to it? What if we built that? So all you would need to do is have it in the whatever the language is in the thing. We're building that, Robert.
Wow.
We're building that. Jessica and Megan and the team, they outlined how they want this community to be about this. So, yeah, Facebook is for posting and this. Ours, though, is for spreading positivity. Let's take a short break. When we come back, what are you going to do today to spread joy? What is the action you're going to take? because without action, Robert wouldn't be here, wouldn't have written his book, wouldn't be doing that painting, wouldn't be dancing, and certainly wouldn't be talking to me. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.